Hello, and welcome to Warmup for Iceborne. I'll be your host and guide, Shepard, and today we're learning about the Tobi Kadachi. We're back in the ancient forest, and this time, we're heading up the massive tree to take on one feisty flying squirrel. He's not the sturdiest monster, but boy can he hit hard. Let's get started. First, make sure to grab the poison knives and knoll berries from the supply box. On your way up the tree, you'll have a choice between arming yourself with puddle pods or scatternuts. Puddle pods will make him a little bit weaker when he's charged up, while scatternuts will make it easier to do him out. Choose wisely. As usual, we're going to set a trap for Tobi before we even begin the fight. Place 2 bombs just in front of this plant, and make sure you've equipped your poison knives. You'll have a head start in this quest before it's begun. Tobi Kadachi moves in a strange way compared to everything we've fought before. He'll try and confuse you between doing a single quick bite and a double lunging bite. Watch him carefully to determine what he's going to do before launching a counterattack. Tobi has 2 primary weak points: his head and his tail. In most cases, I aim for his tail. It's a much larger target and takes even more damage than his head. He has a forward flip attack using his tail. It's not much use trying to counter this one if it's attacking right at you, as you'll need to get out of the way. But you can take advantage of it when he's targeting your palico. While targeting his tail, he has 2 attacks to be careful of. First, he'll do a simple tail swipe. This does a pretty low amount of damage and a low amount of knockback, so assuming you're full on health, it may be worth just trying to attack through it. The other attack is bad news. He'll charge up his tail and do a devastating backflip tail slam. This attack does have a large recovery for him though, so take the time to counterattack after you've moved out of the way. Thunderblight makes it a lot easier for a monster to stun you, so make sure to take a knoll berry to remove it. Tobi Kadachi loves to use the environment to move around and attack you. He just loves to jump on trees. From there, he can do 2 things. If he's jumping from tree to tree, he's going to do a jumping or a spinning attack at you. Run under him and attack his tail after he's finished. Otherwise, he might try and charge up. Deal enough damage to him, and you'll get him to fall off. You'll get a ton of time to deal a lot of damage to him. If Tobi does charge up, be careful. His bites gain the thunder attack properties, and his tail attacks become even more devastating. If you've brought puddle pods, you can use these to short circuit him and bring him back to normal. Oddly enough, shock traps are very effective on Tobi Kadachi. Your first one will last for more than enough time to get plenty of combos off on his tail. If you're well stocked, don't be afraid to use them. One thing to watch out for is Tobi Kadachi's surprisingly sturdy claws. If you're not at green sharpness, a lot of weapons will bounce. They don't take much damage normally, so if you want to break them, consider using explosive type weapons like the gun lance. As an added bonus, Tobi will fall over when you've broken his claws. Alright! Congratulations, you've done it! You've defeated the Tobi Kadachi! Let's head back to Astaire to see what we can make. Tobi Kadachi has some amazing upgrades for us, especially if you're using the bow. First, the Kadachi bow is the best craftable thunder bow in the game. A huge variety of monsters in the game have thunder as either a primary or secondary weakness, so it's absolutely worth making. Not only that, his armor is a dream for bow users. His helmet gives a point in Constitution. This skill makes it so any actions that use up stamina use less of it, so that means we can get plenty of more combos out with our bow. It can also pair nicely with dual blades if you're feeling safe and don't feel like you need the extra health boost from the bone helm. The arms give us evade extender. This skill makes our evasions go just a little bit farther. It pairs great with gun lance users to have a little bit more mobility, but lance users or bow users will enjoy it as well. The Tasset gives us a point in thunder attack. This skill boosts our thunder attack just a bit when using thunder weapons. This is an absolute must with our thunder bow, and a nice addition to any other thunder weapons as well. Well, that's it for Tobi Kadachi. Make sure to subscribe, as we'll be releasing a video on every monster in this game. Continuing on with the Anjanath next. Until next time, this is Shepard, saying good luck and have a good hunt.